This story is another beautiful example of the innate knowledge possessed by the manifestations of God. Shaykh Hasan was a devout believer in the Bab, and for many years he lived in the city of Karbala in Iraq. The Bab had instructed Shaykh Hasan to go to Karbala and remain there, for there he would see with his own eyes the beauteous countenance of the promised Hussein. Countenance means face, and by the promised Hussein, the Bab meant Baha'u'llah. At this time, Baha'u'llah had not yet declared that he was the promised one of all ages, so his station was not known to people. The Bab, who himself was a manifestation, of course knew this hidden truth, that he had innate knowledge. Shaykh Hasan made his home in Karbala. Days, weeks, and months went by, and he did not meet the promised one. However, he did not lose heart. He knew with certainty that the day would come when he would enter into his presence, the promised Hussein. Shaykh Hasan lived a simple life. He worked as a scribe, and although he did not make much money, his life was not without hardship, he was content. He was careful, however, not to talk too much about the Bab, because there were many enemies of the faith at that time in Karbala, and they were always ready to create trouble for the Babis. More importantly, he spoke to no one about the Bab's special promise to him. Then, in the autumn of 1851, Baha'u'llah was travelling to Karbala, and it was here that Shaykh Hasan finally looked upon the countenance of Baha'u'llah. Baha'u'llah's majesty, his kindness, the sweetness of his smile, all had a profound effect on Shaykh Hasan's soul. By this point, Shaykh Hasan was an old man, and his back was bowed with age. Baha'u'llah lovingly took him by the hand and said to him, in a humorous tone, "This very day I have purposed to make you known as a Babi throughout Karbala." Baha'u'llah was still holding Shaykh Hasan's hand, and he continued to talk to him and walk with him throughout the streets of Karbala, and showered him with love and affection. Shaykh Hasan was beside himself. His heart was full of joy, and he didn't understand why he felt so happy. Then, in a voice that was at once powerful and loving, Baha'u'llah told him, "Praise be to God that you have remained in Karbala and have beheld with your own eyes the countenance of the promised Hussein." Shaykh Hasan instantly knew that the Bab's promise had been fulfilled. He was indeed gazing on the countenance of the promised Hussein. He had been faithful so many years, and his patience had been rewarded with the greatest of gifts, to have recognized the manifestation of God for today.